G'day Jacked and Nerdy fans, welcome to my first unboxing video for the year. Today we are unboxing the 1/6 scale Iron Man Mark III. This is the brand new re-release from the people at Hot Toys, and this is the die-cast model. So unfortunately I wasn't a collector back in the days when they did their first release of the Iron Man Mark III suit. But luckily they decided last year to do a re-release of the Mark III in die-cast form, so I was lucky to get my hands on one there. This will be the final piece going into the diorama set that you saw us put together last year, where we had the platform with the Hall of Armour around it, the Mark I, the Mark II, and this one here, the Mark III, is the final piece going into there. So let's jump into it. We've got, as always, the beautiful box art on there from the people at Hot Toys. Sometimes the box art is almost as beautiful as the figure itself, but let's have a look here. Alrighty. So, with what seems to be the norm now, we've got the die-cast figure coming in almost like the styrofoam sarcophagus there, which I always just like though, because obviously it shows that they're trying to keep the figure as safe as possible in transit. Plus it just looks awesome, the foam there. So let's have a look. We've got naturally all the protective plastic and foam. Let's get out. Okay, so we'll move this to one side for now. Okay, so straight away, as we've come to expect with these Iron Man figures, the attention to detail, the paintwork, everything, I absolutely love. We got a few little chips and nicks, kind of like battleware, which just add an extra element to it. It's not pristine. There's obviously little bits of detail, like little scuff marks and things like that are supposed to be on there, not damage from shipping. But that's absolutely awesome. The detail in the arc reactor too, if you want to get in there. Now all of this does light up. Does have light up features. Obviously it's not hooked up at the moment. If we turn it around here, you can see all the detail on the back here. So you've got the shoulder blade pieces that lift up there. We got all the spine of the suit there. All of these little bits, little bits and pieces all flip up, from the arc repulsors and the jets and the different things like that, which is really, really awesome. I love the color scheme that they went with, obviously with Iron Man, with the red and gold, and it transitions over to these Hot Toys figures just absolutely incredibly. I think they've done a really, really good job in just getting it as close as possible to the on-screen kind of representation. I think that's absolutely fantastic. So we'll have a bit of a look here. Oh, the other thing is, being die cast, this has a lot of weight to it. It is a very heavy figure, which to me just kind of gives you that extra kind of level of confidence that it's not flimsy and cheap and not going to break easily. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's quite heavy, so that is awesome. So let's move back over here to the box and have a look at some of the extra features we got here. So you've got the extra face plate there with a bit more scuffing and battle damage on there. So you can interchange that on the original figure. We've also got the head sculpt of Tony Stark. Thank you, Mrs. Jacked and Nerdy, which I think they've done a really, really good job there with Robert Downey Jr.'s likeness. I think that's really, really cool. So you can have him in the suit, but with the head sculpt on. Maybe have him holding the helmet or the face plate. So we've got the different interchangeable hands as well. With the repulsor or pulse, whatever you want to call it, on there. So you can have him striking a pose, fighting a foe, what have you. We've got, again, more interchangeable there. Let's have a look what we've got underneath. I have a feeling there's some extra little goodies under here. Of course, we've got the owner's manual on how to interchange certain pieces. Probably also instructions on how to insert batteries. As I said, all of these figures, especially this one, has light up functions with the arc reactor on the chest, the hands, the eyes, all of that. So obviously they've got to have instructions on how to install the batteries. Also, as I've mentioned in some of my previous videos, especially like the Hulkbuster and that, there is a company over in Japan, I believe, Japan or China, that make hardwired kits, so you can plug these figures into the hard lines and power it through mains power. So I'll make sure I put the link in the description for that website. I believe it's called Soap Reactor. Yep, that's right. Soap Reactor. They make the wiring harnesses and wiring kits for all of these Hot Toys figures, so you can connect them up to mains power. So that way you don't have to worry about batteries deteriorating over time or leaking and destroying your figures. So you can have them in your display case, hooked up to mains power, and then that way they'll light up on demand when you want it. So that's a pretty cool little feature there. So we've got our little pole there for posing. We've got our base plate. So they actually went all out on this one. I think I ordered the deluxe model, which came with the special base plate. So you've got Ironmonger there, coming out of the ground, so to speak. So you can have that on display with him. You can insert the pole there, and you can have him hovering above it, or you can just have him standing in front of it. I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, we won't be doing that with our figure because he's going to be going into the diorama with the others. Here we go. Sorry. So that's a piece one, and that, I think that inserts. Yes, it does. Here we go. So there we go. So that inserts into there. And then obviously you've got Iron Man on there. So nice little base plate, better, different to the standard platform that you get. As I said, I mean, we won't be taking advantage of it, but, that's a nice little extra piece if you were just going to have him in your display by himself. Also, it's come with a number of extra little bits and pieces here. We've got more battle damaged, I suppose you could call it, battle damaged chest plate, shoulder bits. I think these are back pieces, maybe, something to that effect, or gauntlets. You've also got the little feature things there. You've got like the missiles that come out of his forearms, so you can interchange all of these little bits and pieces on him, as I said, if you want him to be a little bit more battle damaged as opposed to more or less pristine as he is here. So that's cool. So that's a little extra feature that they've given to collectors if they want to interchange those out. Again, personally, we're not going to be doing that this time around because we already set up the diorama for him, so he's going to be going straight into the Hall of Armor. Again, all of those videos were on our channel last year, so if you want to go back and watch them and see how we pieced together the Hall of Armor with the testing platform and everything. But I have to say, all in all, I'm very happy with this feature. This figure, I should say. It is a great addition to the collection. I love it immensely. Now, I'm very happy that I can now say that my diorama is complete with all the different suits. If you're a fan of Iron Man and you're a collector, I cannot recommend this figure enough. It's just so well put together. The painting, the sculpting, all of that. As I said, it's got a lot of weight to it. It feels really, really heavy duty, and it's not flimsy and going to break on you. So this will last in your collection for a long time to come if you're a diehard Iron Man supporter. I love the figure personally. I'd give this a solid 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to get him into the cabinet. I'll post up, once I've got him in there, I'll post up some photos on our Instagram, which I'll put the link in the description below, of the complete diorama set. So feel free to follow us on Instagram. We post on there regularly with all the different things that are going on behind the scenes. And also while you're at it, hit the subscribe button. Why not? We got lots more content coming out over the coming weeks. We've got some mystery boxes coming up. We've got the season 2 of Halo starting, and we've got a very special unboxing of a Halo mystery box to go along with the celebrating of the release of season 2 of Halo. We've got lots more content, heaps of movies coming up, so hit that subscribe button. That way you guys don't miss out on the video. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.